back to the Garden of Reading, and welcome to another huge book haul, you guys. I'm excited. I am so excited because my mind has been on book shopping lately, and I've been so good with not participating in any of the Black Friday, Cyber Monday holiday deals this year. Do you know how hard it was for your girl as a reader and a book collector to not participate in a coupon off of books or really good deals on books? It was so hard. It was so hard. Book Outlet, Thriftbooks, Target, Barnes & Noble kept sending me all kinds of emails about the deals that they had available. Now, I will say I did click on those emails and I checked it out. And I did add stuff to my cart, but I was good because I needed to put that money towards my kids as well as saving for our big trip that we're going to be going on soon. So this is why I love that I'm kind of low-key a hoarder with books, and I collect books and I buy books like crazy because I have boxes of books under my bed that I have not touched. And these specific boxes I ordered last year and have yet to open them. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to open up some lovely book boxes with you guys. Now, yes, I did order these books myself. So initially, I know what I ordered, but really I don't know what I ordered because it's literally been an entire year since I ordered these books, and they're wrapped. They are wrapped up with tissue paper. One of them is wrapped up in Christmas wrapping paper, so I thought that definitely fit the vibes for the holiday season. And I have honestly no idea what these books are because I bought them so long ago. But I'm glad that I kind of just hoarded them under my bed and forgot about them for moments like this. Moments like this when I am just itching to go book shopping. These are the perfect moments to be able to do some lovely book hauls with you guys and to just scratch that itch of wanting to go book shopping. So I'm going to be doing exclusive Pango book haul with you guys. So if you guys have not heard of Pango Books is an app where you can buy and sell your used books, and usually books are on there for such great deals and great steals. I do have my own shop on there, so if you'd like to go and check it out, I will leave a link down below. All of the books that I have on there are going to be no more than $8. I believe most of the books on there right now are anywhere from $1 to $5. I don't have very much in my shop right now because I did do a book unhaul recently, which I'll link down below if you'd like to go and check it out. And I sold a lot of books, so thank you guys to my lovely subscribers and just anyone out there who did order books from me. I'm greatly appreciative. And so any of the books that just didn't end up selling right away, I did not want to just have stashed in my home for months on end, so I gave them away to my community for free. So I'm kind of starting over on my bookshop again. I recently did just go through my bookshelves a little bit. So I do have some popular, like, well-known books on there, such as Icebreaker, The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and books like that. So if you are interested. So yeah, go and check it out if you'd like to support my bookshop. And then all orders do come with like bookish goodies. So like I do like to add in like notebooks and pins, stickers, bookmarks and things like that. And then if you do order quite a bit from me, then I will implement like a special edition item from one of my special edition book boxes from like Owl Crate, Illuma Crate, or Fairy Loot. And it's going to be items that I just didn't care for that came in those boxes that I add into my orders when people buy a little bit extra from me. So I'm going to be exclusively doing a Pango Books book haul with you guys today. I feel like I haven't done one of these in a really long time. Basically since I started my channel, when I first started my channel, I bought a lot of my books off of Pango Books, hence why my library is very full. I'll give you guys a quick pan over for those of you who are new here, but yeah, my library got so full because I would buy books on such a good deal, such as Pango Books, Thriftbooks, and Book Outlet. I went really crazy the first year that I started my book channel because I wanted to fill in my dream home library, and I did exactly that. Anyways, you guys, I feel like that's enough chit chat. Let me get in a sip of water. Let's get to opening up these lovely books. This is going to be such a good, fun, serotonin-filled time with just like unwrapping all of these books and seeing what I ordered basically a year ago. So I have, if I can grab them, ooh, without dropping them. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have all of these lovely boxes. Oh my goodness, there goes a book. All of these lovely boxes. Oh my gosh. To open up with you guys. And a coloring book. So I guess I'll show you guys the coloring book first. Hopefully I can set this back on my bed. We are doing water today because I know my butt is going to be really thirsty talking about all of these books. And my husband's on his way to In-N-Out, and I'm going to be getting a chocolate milkshake. So, water it is today, you guys. So, grab your drink of choice, grab your sweets, grab your treats, get comfy, get cozy, and let's dive into all of the lovely books that I bought myself a year ago that I have absolutely zero idea what I bought myself. So, this is going to be a special little Christmas treat to myself, and I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, so first up and foremost, I actually got this off of Amazon, but I'm going to throw it in here just because it's Christmas related, and I don't plan on doing another book haul with you guys until next year, and so by the time that happens, Christmas will have already been said and over with. But another little cozy hobby that I like to do on the side when I don't feel like watching anything or reading, I like to color with my kids. And so this is the XOXO Cozy Christmas Cute and Comfy Coloring Book. So stinking cute, and this was on sale on Amazon for like $5, so I feel like that was like a really good steal. Also on Book Outlet, you guys, they have a bunch of XOXO or like books, coloring books like XOXO over on Book Outlet, so definitely go and check it out. It's hard for me not to want to buy them all because they're all so cute and cozy, and all of them are under like that $5 mark, which is such a steal. So I'll leave a link down below to my Book Outlet link if you guys do sign up for Book Outlet for the very first time using my link, and I believe if you spend over $25 you're gonna get $5 off, which is awesome. So you get $5 off and I get $5 off as well, which, hello, that's a free book in my opinion, because you can find a lot of good books on Book Outlet under that $5 mark. But I just had to pick this up for the Christmas season, and then I'll just give you guys a little looky-loo at what the pages look like inside. Also, this is originally priced at $8.99, so I feel like getting this for $5 was a steal. So cute. We've got Santa, we've got reindeer, we got elves, and oh, how cute, we've got a little frog and a giraffe. Super, super cute. So I had to pick up this for the Christmas season because I did pick up XOXO's like little Halloween coloring book, and me and my daughter colored together. Huh, Mommy? You remember when we colored the spooky ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah. She loves coloring. I even have like the Ohuhu marker dupes for kids, for my kids, and they absolutely love it. They're like also alcohol based markers. But anywho, I had to pick up a Christmas coloring book for the holiday season. First, we're going to dive into this box. Now, this box is actually a recent purchase from Pango Books. I literally ordered this maybe a week or two ago, and I ordered this off of one of my fellow favorite booktubers that I love to watch here, called Jensee Reads. So shout out to Jensen for this package because she is literally so sweet. I'll leave a link down below to her channel if you'd like to go and check her out. But she packaged it up so cute. I already opened this one because I just couldn't wait, because these were books that have been on my radar for some time, and when I seen that she did a book unhaul and she was unhauling these books, I clicked quick, fast, in a hurry and bought these books up. So first of all, she wrapped it in this cute like checker tissue paper, which is so cute, and I will be reusing for my kids' Christmas Eve boxes. She also reused like the Illumicrate paper grass, which is amazing. And then she even threw in the cutest gift ever. Let me show you. So she gave me this cute little bunny sticker, super cute. And then you guys, she literally threw in a rock crystal. How stinking cute and how sweet of her. Thank you again, Jensen. I left her a lovely review on her Pango Books shop, but look how freaking gorgeous and glittery that is. Oh my goodness, I fell in love. I like literally flipped out when I opened this, and my husband is like, what is going on with you, girl? And I'm like, look at this. This is so stinking cute. So I'm definitely going to be adding this to my bookshelf. It's literally so pretty. And I think I'm going to add this to my Fragile Enchantment shelf up here, because I also have this cute rock that my husband bought at a used bookshop in San Luis Obispo, our favorite used bookshop in San Luis Obispo. So yeah, that just fits perfectly up there. So that was like a super cute little gift that she threw in here. So thank you again to Jensen. And then these are the books that I bought from her. So the first book that I got was Soul Searching by Lila Sage. This is a Sweetwater Peak novel. I'm so excited. I have been wanting this book, but this is just something that's been on my wish list ever since it came out. And I never made it like a priority to buy it right away. And all of the books on her shop are such good deals. So I had to snag it up. And then also help out her bookshop as well and help out a fellow book lover. But look how beautiful this cover is. Oh my goodness. Absolutely gorgeous. So the back says home is where the heart is, and this one is haunted. So I feel like this would have been like the perfect read to read over the fall season. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get to this one, but I am super excited to have this in my collection, especially because I have the books in the Blue Rebel Ranch series that I plan on getting to at some point, and so this is exciting to continue books by this author. So I picked up that from her. I'm going to start making a stack over here of all of the books, all of our lovely books. So let's do that. And then, oh my goodness, this is one of the main reasons why I clicked on her shop so fast when she posted that she did a book unhaul and if we wanted to support her Pango Books shop, because these books have been on my wish list for I don't even know how long, you guys. And the fact that they are now finally in my possession, I'm so happy, like so happy. She even told me that she kind of like had second thoughts on getting rid of these from her collection because of how beautiful they are, but she ended up getting rid of them, and it was fate. It was fate, you guys. I told her that they were going to a good home, and that is going to be the Caraval series, the UK editions. I can freaking not. I don't know if there's going to be any other books in these boxes that are going to top these books, because I have been wanting these books forever now. Like, this completes a bucket list on my list of books to buy. Like, on my top priority books that I want to get are going to be the original hardbacks of the Throne of Glass series. I do have the first one in that series. The Illumicrate Bridgerton special editions, which I did buy. The Caraval special editions from Fairy Loot, which I did buy. The UK editions of Caraval, which I now own. And also Once Upon a Broken Heart, either the UK editions or the Fairy Loot editions, either or I would be happy with. So my bucket list is almost ticked off on all of the books that I really want in my collection. And I can't because these spines are absolutely stunning. And I had these in my cart on Waterstones for like a really long time now, but I've just never really took the initiative to actually buy them. So the fact that I finally have these in my possession, I'm so happy. I'm so excited. So we've got Caraval by Stephanie Garber, and we've got Legendary. Oh, the spines. I can't get over the spines, you guys. And Finale. I am just over the moon. Over the moon. These are going to be so gorgeous up on my shelves. And yeah, I just can't. Now I need to get the novella that pairs with this series. I think it's Spectacular or something like that. So I'm going to have to pick that one up or see what UK editions they have of that cover on Waterstones. But yeah, I'm just like super excited to have these in my collection. Again, a shout out to Jensee for the lovely rock that you sent my way. And just parting with these with me. I definitely appreciate it. And I'm just excited. I'm excited. Okay, it says, remember, it's all a game. What happens beyond this gate may frighten or excite you, but don't let any of it trick you. All I know is that this involves a carnival, and I'm excited for it because who doesn't love a good carnival? I haven't been to a carnival since I was a kid, so I'm definitely excited to dive into this series. So those are the books that I recently bought myself just a couple weeks ago because, yeah, I had to hop on it as soon as I seen she was getting rid of them. Now we're going to move on to this next box here that I have. And all of these books are wrapped, you guys. They are wrapped up in like this cute Christmas wrapping paper. Let me show you guys here. How stinking cute. This seller went above and beyond. And I'm literally going to be writing a review for them a year later. So I definitely apologize for that. But nevertheless, they will be getting a good review from me. Okay, I'm trying to figure out the best way to hold this box, you guys. It's kind of wonky. Okay, so first up, we've got this little package here, and it seems like there's like maybe 3 books in one. I'm going to set this off to the aside and grab them as I go. So this is literally going to be like the perfect Christmas present to myself. I'm so excited. I thought this would be super fun to do for the holiday season, to do this lovely book haul where I unwrap these books, because it's literally like the perfect video to make for the holiday season, especially because these are wrapped up in like Christmas looking wrapping paper. So let's see what I bought. Let's see what I bought a year ago. I'm excited. Okay, we're upside down. I am so excited. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These are good ones. Right off the bat, these are some good ones. So first up, and oh my gosh, look at the condition, you guys. Beautiful condition. These books are in really good condition. So first we have The Daughter by Jane Schmellet. I love how tiny this book is. Like, it is like the perfect little paperback to take with you and read. It says, "How well do you know your family?" We all know I'm in my thriller era, so I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay. Ginny is a successful doctor, the mother of 3 great teenagers, married to a celebrated neurosurgeon. But when her youngest child, 15-year-old Naomi, doesn't come home from a school play, Ginny's seemingly ideal life begins to crumble. There is a nationwide search with no success. Naomi has vanished, and her family is broken. As the months pass, the worst-case scenarios, kidnapping, murder, seem less plausible. Yet, more than a year later, a desperate Ginny is still digging for answers. And what she finds disturbs her. Everyone she's trusted, everyone she thought she knew, has been keeping secrets, especially Naomi. Piecing together the traces her daughter left behind, Ginny discovers a very different Naomi from the girl she thought she'd raised. Ginny knows she'll never be able to find Naomi unless she uncovers the whole truth, a twisting, painful journey into the past that will lead to an almost unthinkable revelation. Does that not sound freaking good? Oh my goodness. Wish I would have opened this before I picked out my winter TBR, because this sounds freaking good. This sounds so riveting and so suspenseful, and I'm probably going to say that about a lot of books that I open here today. Okay, let's move on. Also, I want to note that I am not going to read the synopsis on every single one of these books, because then we will literally be here for about 4 hours, and I don't want to do that to you guys, and I don't want to do that to myself, having to go back and edit. Okay, this next book, I've been wanting this book literally forever, and that is The Mister by E.L. James, author of 50 Shades of Grey. Now, I absolutely loved the 50 Shades of Grey series with all my heart, and that is the first book that I ever read that had spice in it, and that was during a time when people would literally scoff at you or look at you differently because you were reading 50 Shades of Grey, and now everyone and their moms read spice books, and it's like no big deal. So really crazy times when that book came out, and I just remember this book was also released during that time frame, and I've always wanted to pick it up and read it, but I just never did, and I'm really glad that I now have this in my collection. So the back says, "Lose yourself in a passionate love story. The Mister is the thrilling new romance from E.L. James," and I'm excited. We get a thrilling romance. I honestly don't remember what this book was about, but I just know that I have been wanting it like literally forever now. And then the last one in that little package, we have a Jennifer Weiner or Weiner. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the author's name. It's either one of the two. Good in Bed, over 3 million copies in print. Super cute book. It says, a fresh, funny look at a woman who conquers her obsessions with food, figure, family, and finding a nice Jewish boy with wit and style. Now, I haven't read a book by this author, but I feel like this author is going to be maybe compared to, oh gosh, what is that author's name? She wrote The Wedding People, and that author really dives into like realistic situations that happen in real life, and like marriages and friendships and relationships, all the while still being fiction. And so I've heard this author be compared to that author, so I've been wanting to dive into her book for quite some time now, and I'm excited to have this book in my collection. All right, let's move her along, and let me grab another stack here. So I think this one also has maybe 3 books in it, so let's see what I got myself. And we're upside down again. Ooh, we have the Mexican Gothic. Love the Monarchs. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I bought these. I literally freaking forgot. So we have Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I've heard so many good things about this book, and I have been wanting this book for some time, and I'm excited to have this book in my collection. Author of Gods of Jade and Shadow comes a reimagining of the classic Gothic horror novel, a story about an isolated mansion in 1950s Mexico and the brave socialite drawn to its treacherous secrets. Does that not sound good? Again, these books are in like really, really good condition. So I've got Mexican Gothic. Ooh, The Wrong Family by Taryn Fisher. I've heard a lot of really good things about this book, so I also had to snag it up, and we all know I love me a good thriller. It says, have you ever been wrong about someone? Oh my goodness. We have to read this one. Let's read this one. Juno was wrong about Winnie Crouch. Before moving in with the Crouch family, Juno thought Winnie and her husband, Nigel, had the perfect marriage, the perfect son, the perfect life. Only now that she's living in their beautiful house, she sees the cracks in the crumbling facade too deep to ignore. Still, she isn't one to judge. After her grim diagnosis, the retired therapist simply wants a place to live out the rest of her days in peace. But that peace is shattered the day Juno overhears a chilling conversation between Winnie and Nigel. She shouldn't get involved. She really shouldn't. But this could be her chance to make a few things right. Because if you thought Juno doesn't have a secret of her own, then you were wrong about her too. I could literally read almost any thriller book and be intrigued. So we've got The Wrong Family. I've also got The Monarchs, the sequel to The Ravens. I don't know if I picked up The Ravens, so I guess we'll have to see. It says These Sorority Witches Rule by Cass Morgan and Danielle Page. And I have heard so many good things about this series, so I definitely had to snag it. And I'm excited. I'm so excited to dive into this series. Like I said, I don't actually know if I picked up The Ravens or not. I might have if it was on their bookshop. But I'm glad to finally have this in my collection. All right, let me grab another stack here. This is so much fun. This is so much fun. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. Okay, so we're backwards. Woo! I'm loving the colors here. Okay, what do we have? Booked on a Feeling by J.C. Lee. Such a good romance read for Valentine's Day. It says, are they ready for their chapter to begin? It says, an overachieving lawyer, a failing bookstore, a childhood friend, and the chance of a lifetime. Lizzie, overachiever Chung, has her life mapped out neatly. Become a lawyer? Check. Join a prestigious law firm? Check. Make partner? In progress. I'm excited. I'm excited. Now, I don't normally do books that have to do with just lawyers and stuff like that. I feel like it's very boring. So hopefully this book isn't written with too much vocabulary in the lawyer world and we're more focused on the bookstore. I would love that. I would love that. Okay, so we have that. We have How to Fail at Flirting by Denise Williams. How do you fail at flirting? Oh my goodness. So I'm already intrigued. It says, one daring to-do list and a crash course in flirtation turns a type A overachiever's world upside down. So we also have another bucket checklist to check off, and I'm intrigued. Love me a good romance. The Boy Next Door by Megan Cabot. I remember this book. I remember this is a book that I have been wanting to pick up, and she's a beauty. Absolutely love the artwork. It says, to you, from Human Resources, subject, this book. Dear reader, this is an automated message from the Human Resources Division of the New York Journal, New York City's leading photo newspaper. Please be aware that according to our records, you have not read this book. What exactly are you waiting for? This book has it all. Humor, romance, cooking tips, Great Danes, heroine in peril, dolphin-shaped driftwood sculptures. If you wish to read about any of the above, please do not hesitate to head to the checkout counter where you will be paired with a sales associate who will work to help you buy this book. We are here at the New York Journal, our team. We win as a team and lose one as well. Don't you want to be on the winning team? Sincerely, Human Resources Division, New York Journal. I love the back of that book. So cute. So cute. All right, one last stack of books in this box. So we can set that one off to the side. Sorry, we moved you around there. Okay, one last stack, and I think it goes this way. So let's see what I bought. No, we're upside down. We're upside down. Okay. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, so we have Bet on It by Jody Slaughter. It says, when it comes to love, all bets are on. So I must have been in like a romance kick when I was buying all of these books, because I definitely got a lot of romance books. But how stinking cute. The first time Asia Owens encounters the man of her dreams, she's having a panic attack in the frozen food section of the Piggly Wiggly. If that doesn't capture your attention, I don't know what will. Super cute. Loving the lavender color there. Ooh, Dead in the Family by Charlaine Harris. Never before published. A Sookie Stackhouse novel. Ooh. Don't miss the new season of True Blood, the hit series based on the Sookie Stackhouse novels, only on HBO. I'm going to have to dive more into exactly what that means. So this is interesting. Love the cover. I just know we're getting vampires, and that's probably exactly why I bought this book. It says, a delightful southern vampire detective series. Ooh, I love it. A Fey war has left the supernatural community of Bon Temps, Louisiana in chaos, and waitress Sookie Stackhouse mentally and physically drained. And still, the peace and quiet she so desperately craves is hard to come by. We're getting vampires and like true crime. In love. I'll have to look into see what this HBO series is about. I have heard of True Blood, so that's interesting. Okay. Ooh, looks like we have another one in this series. Dead Reckoning by Charlaine Harris, a Sookie Stackhouse novel. I love that for me. Hopefully these are the first 2 books in the series. It says, it's spring in Bon Temps, and for telepathic barmaid Sookie Stackhouse, the season will turn out to be one full of secrets revealed, secrets that will bring major changes in her life. I'm here for it. So that's fun. We get the first 2 books, hopefully, in the series. I'm not too sure. But that is going to be our first 2 boxes that I've opened, and we already have quite the stack growing here. You guys, I am just going to kind of fix this stack because I don't want it falling over on me. There we go. Hopefully this does not fall over. And let's get in a quick water break. I'm also hungry and can't wait for my husband to get here with In-N-Out because their french fries just sound so freaking good. Okay, let's move on. I feel like this video is moving way too fast. We are now on to the final book box, you guys. Oh, let's see what I bought myself. These ones are also wrapped. This one was from a different seller. Let me give you guys a little looky-loo. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is taking me back to when I first started my channel and I bought so many books off of Pango Books. Such a good time, and I feel like all of the sellers that I have encountered or bought from Pango Books are just genuinely the kindest people ever, and they are ready to hook you up with like beautiful packaging or taking care of the books during shipment or just like giving really cool goodies. Okay, so I guess we'll just grab a stack and let's get started. Oh my goodness, there's so many books in this box. So many books. I went a little ham, y'all. I went a little ham. Okay, let's open her up. Ooh! Oh my goodness, I have been wanting this book for so long, and I finally have it, and that is Nocturna, A Faceless Thief, A Desperate Prince, A Darkness Unleashed by Maya Motani? Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but I have heard so many good things. I think that this is a series. I believe it's a series. Ooh, we also have a map inside. Absolutely love. I could swear that this is a series. I'm not sure. You guys will have to let me know down below. But I've heard really good things about this series, about this book, so I'm excited. The back says, fantasy fans will embrace the creative world building and welcome these flawed and multi-layered characters into their hearts. I'm super excited to have this one in my collection. She's a beauty. She's a beauty. All right, let's grow this stack, y'all. Oh my goodness, we have Reflection, A Twisted Tale by Elizabeth Lim. What if Mulan had to travel to the underworld? So I have been collecting these books. I think I have like the first 3 books in the series. All of these are Disney like retellings, but with a twist to it. Now I do have the first 3 in paperback, so I'm a little bummed that this one is hardback, but this one is actually in so much better condition than my paperback versions. My paperback versions came from Thriftbooks and they were a little bit more on the beat up side, and this one looks like it's in pristine condition. And I'm excited because Mulan is one of my all-time favorite Disney movies, And I just love this. I love this. We have to read this one. Let's read this one. It says, Fa Mulan has a warrior's heart. She would do anything to protect her loved ones, including go to war in her ailing father's place disguised as a soldier called Ping. And when the captain of her regiment, Li Shang, takes a grievous blow meant for her, Mulan knows she must do everything she can to help him survive his life-threatening injury, even if that means accepting a harrowing mission to the underworld Daiyu. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. King Yama, the ruler of Daiyu, is not about to make things easy for her. With the help of Shang's great lion guardian, Mulan must traverse the underworld, face near impossible obstacles, and bring Shang back before sunrise, or stay in Daiyu forever. As if that weren't enough, Mulan is still posing as Ping and grappling with the decision to reveal her true identity, especially as she and Shang grow closer. Time is of the essence. Will Mulan be able to save Shang and herself before it's too late? I am so excited. I love me a good fairy tale. I love me a good retelling, especially when it comes to Disney princesses or fairy tales. So I'm super excited for this one, especially because, like I said, Mulan is one of my all-time favorite Disney movies. Okay, bringing out the next bundle of books. Let's see what we've got. I literally feel like it's Christmas Day, you guys. Ooh. Look at these colors here. I'm gonna guess we've got romance. Okay, so the first one says, Frankly in Love by David Yoon. Two friends, one fake dating scheme. What could possibly go wrong? Love me a good fake dating trope. And the cover is gorgeous. It says 18-year-old Frank Lee has never been to Korea. He was born and raised in Southern California. That's going to be so interesting. Even so, his parents expect him to end up with a nice Korean American girl, which is a problem since Frank is finally dating the girl of his dreams, Britt Means. Britt, who is funny and nerdy just like him. Britt, who makes him laugh like no one else. Britt, who is white. I am loving this. I'm loving this. I cannot wait to see how his parents react to this situation. Desperate to be with Bree without his parents finding out, Frank turns to family friend Joy Song, who is in a similar bind. Together they come up with a plan to help each other and keep their parents off their backs. Frank thinks he's found the solution to all his problems, but when life throws him a curveball, he's left wondering whether he really knew anything about love or himself at all. I'm excited. I'm so excited for this. This sounds so freaking good. No wonder I picked it up for myself. Okay, Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll. This is a Netflix movie, I believe, and I have been wanting to watch that movie for so long, but when I found out there was a book, I wanted to read the book first, and I just never picked it up. So I'm really happy to finally have this in my collection, hopefully get to read and then watch the movie. It says, Her perfect life is a perfect lie. Ooh, so good, so good. Okay, this one is The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. I feel like I might have picked this up off of Book Outlet, but I'm not going to know that until I open up my Book Outlet boxes that I went ham on a little while ago. So I'm not sure. This is a Reese's Book Club. Ooh, it's also an Apple TV show. I didn't know that. I did not know that. The Last Thing He Told Me. I don't know. I feel like I bought this on Book Outlet on my last Book Outlet haul, but I'm not sure. But I know that this is a book that I've been wanting to read, so nonetheless, I'm happy to have a copy in my possession. And if I did end up buying this off of Book Outlet, then I'll just put one or the other up on my Pango Book shop. Ooh, this stack is growing. I think I'm going to have to make a second stack because it's a little wonky. Okay, let's move on to the next stack, you guys. The next stack. Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm flying through this book haul, y'all. Do I have this book? The X. Oh my goodness. Either I have this one or this is a series. Or I have another book by this author. Now I have to go double check. Let me go check real quick. I do not own this book, so yay me. This is a nice hardback that is originally from Book of the Month, and this is by Erin Sterling. So she's in really good condition. We've got witches. I love me a good witch book. It says bestselling author Rachel Hawkins, writing as Erin Sterling, casts a spell with a spine-tingling romance full of wishes, witches, and hexes gone wrong. Never mix vodka and witchcraft. You've sold me. You have sold me. This is a book that I've been wanting to pick up for some time. I thought I picked it up, but I didn't. So I'm excited to have this in my collection. And I think I'm going to have to scooch over this stack of books. Let's move it along. This next one, ooh, Aradni? I don't know. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I know that it is a Greek mythology book. This is by Jennifer Saint. This is also originally a Book of the Month book. It says sister, lover, traitor, hero. Love me a good like Greek mythology, especially like retellings. And I'm not very like knowledgeable when it comes to Greek mythology. I just really love reading it from time to time. And so I am still very much learning about the ways of Greek mythology and all of the gods and heroes. But nonetheless, it is very intriguing and very interesting, and I am excited to learn more. So I am excited to have another Greek mythology book in my collection, and I am slowly growing my Greek mythology shelf, and I'm loving that for me. I'm loving that for me. Okay, let's move on to another stack here. That one only had 2 in it. I think this one also has 2 in it. I'm loving all this like newspaper paper because I can use this as tissue paper for my kids' Christmas presents. Ooh, The Grimrose Girls by Laura Paul. One murdered girl, 4 troubled friends, and a fate they can't escape. That sounds so stinking good. It says 4 friends, 1 murder, and a dark fate that may leave them all doomed. Let's read the back. After the mysterious death of their best friend Ella, Yuki and Rory are the talk of their elite school, Grimrose Academy. The police ruled Ariane's death as a suicide, but the trio is determined to find out what really happened. When Nanny says arrives as their newest roommate, it sets into motion a series of events that no one could have predicted. As the girls retrace their friends' final days, they discover a dark secret about Grimrose. Ariane wasn't the first dead girl. They soon learn that all the past murders are connected to ancient fairy tale curses, and that their own fates are tied to the stories, dooming the girls to brutal and gruesome endings unless they can break the cycle for good. Holy cow, that sounds so freaking good. So freaking good. Okay. Oh no! We have We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I actually already have this book in a paperback form. My husband actually bought me the first and second books in the series, and I've already read them, and they were very good. I think I rated the first 2 books in the series, I think like a 4.5 or a 4 or 4.5 star. And I do want to pick up the 3rd book in the series that just came out this year, which I think is We Fell Apart. I actually almost picked that up the other night at Target, but I ended up just putting it back because it was hardback and my series are in paperback. So this book will be up for sale in my Pango Book shop, you guys. So if you're interested and you want you a nice hardback of We Were Liars, this will be up there because yeah, I just don't need 2 copies of this book. Although I did enjoy it, but ooh, I like the spine. That's cute. Yeah, I don't need 2 copies of this book. So if you've been wanting to get your hands on this book, I will probably be putting this book up there for $5. So that'll be on my Pango shop. So I'm just going to set that off to the side so I don't forget. Ooh, okay. It seems like we have some hardback books in here. This is why I need to open up my books. Oh my gosh, I think I see another book that I already bought off a book outlet. Yes! This is why I need to unbox all of the books that are under my bed so that I can then scan them into my library, because that's how I find out and know what I have in my big collection of books. I have over 600 books on my shelves right now, so it can be really hard to like know exactly what I have. So I use the LibBib app to help me categorize all of my books with a library scanner. And obviously books that I haven't unboxed yet are not in my catalog. So first up we have The Heir of Fair by Heather Cox and Jessica Morgan. Ooh, already loving the title. So it says, this book is like a long, juicy, satisfying gossip over a glass of wine with your best friend. If your best friend just happened to be married to the heir to the throne. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have to read it. We have to read it. After a scandalous secret turns their fairy tale wedding into a nightmare, Rebecca, Bex Porter, and her husband, Prince Nicholas, are in self-imposed exile. The public is angry, the queen is even angrier, and the press is salivating, cutting themselves off from friends and family and escaping the world's judgmental eyes feels like the best way to protect their fragile, all-consuming romance. Okay, so we're getting like a Harry and what is his name? Is it Harry and Meghan? Yeah, Harry and Meghan. But when a crisis forces the new Duke and Duchess back to London, the band-aid they'd placed over their problems starts to peel at the edges. Together, Bex and Nick have to face the emotional wreckage they left behind, with the Queen, with the world, and with Nick's brother Freddie, whose sins may not be so easily forgiven. Brimming with wit, charm, and characters as colorful as the headlines that haunt them, The Air Affair is an exploration of what happens when happily ever after isn't so easily found. Holy cow, that sounds so freaking good and right up my alley. I would have picked this up for my winter TBR if I didn't already pick out my winter TBR. And then we also have Lore by Alexandra Bracken, which I already own. And yes, I also own this in hardback. So I guess I'll take a look at both of the hardbacks and see which one is in better condition. And then this one will also be up on my Pango Bookshops because, like I said, I do not need 2 copies of this book. It says, you may deny the fates, but they will not deny you. Fighting them will not save you from what is ahead. This is also, I think, another like Greek mythology retelling. The cover is absolutely stunning, absolutely gorgeous. So yes, this one will also be up on my Pango Bookshops in case you are interested. That one will also probably be around the $5 mark. All right, I think we have 2 more packages here. They also put in a bookmark, so that was really nice. I'm gonna place that there. Okay, let's see what this one is. Ooh, I've been wanting this book, and this one too. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, Angelica Frankenstein, Who Makes Her Match by Sally Thorne, author of The Hating Game. I actually didn't know that this author also wrote The Hating Game. I've heard so many good things about this book, and I can't wait to dive in. I actually did not remember buying this book, like, at all. It says, from the best-selling author of The Hating Game comes something a little unexpected, a historical rom-com that imagines Victor Frankenstein's sheltered younger sister, Angelica, and her attempts to create the perfect man. Does that not sound good? And the cover is so beautiful. I cannot wait to dive into that one. And then also 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lynn. This is one of those books that literally was taking everyone by storm. Everyone loves this book. I feel like I hardly hear about anybody not liking this book. And I knew that I picked up this book. So I'm really, really happy to finally have it on my shelves and in my possession. It says it will take more than magic to break this curse. I've heard so many good things. And I can't wait to dive in. This is also the 2nd book in the series, I believe. The Dragon's Promise. I'm super excited. I know Fairy Loot, I believe, did special editions of these that are absolutely freaking gorgeous. Freaking gorgeous. Okay. This is the last stack, you guys. The last stack. And it must be meant to be because my battery is literally dying. Literally dying. Okay. Last book unboxing. Let's do it. Let's do it. The Ravens! I'm so excited that I have this book in my possession. Oh no, I see another book that I already have. Actually, no! These other 2 books I already have in my possession. That's okay, that's okay. I am super excited to have The Ravens by Cass Morgan and Daniel Page. It says these sorority girls are real witches. So this is, I believe, the 1st book in the series that goes along with the Monarchs. Super excited. Now, I must say that I'm not very excited that this one is paperback and the other one is hardback, but it's okay, it's okay. It says only their sisterhood can save them. At first glance, the sisters of ultra-exclusive Kappa Ronu, the Ravens, seem like typical sorority girls. Ambitious, beautiful, and smart, they're the most powerful girls at Westerly College's Savannah, Georgia campus. But the Ravens aren't just regular sorority girls. They're witches. Scarlet Winter has always known she's a witch, and she's determined to be the sorority's president, just like her mother and sister before her. If a painful secret from her past ever comes to light, she could lose absolutely everything. Vivi Devereux has no idea she's a witch, and she's never lived in one place long enough to make a friend. So when she gets a coveted bid to pledge the Ravens, she vows to do whatever it takes to be part of the magical sisterhood. The only thing standing in her way is Scarlet, who doesn't think Vivi is Raven's material. But when a wicked power rises on campus, the girls will have to put their rivalry aside to save their fellow sisters. Someone has discovered the Raven's secret, and that someone will do anything to see these witches burn. And it says, don't miss the sequel, The Monarchs. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, so excited. I am gonna have to pick this up in hardback because I think I want these books in hardback. But for now, it works out fine, and I'm super excited to have this in my collection. These other two, though, I actually already own. If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I believe this is like a Shakespeare retelling in a way. It's also like a thriller. Yeah, I already own this in like a special edition off of Book Outlet, which is a much prettier cover. So this will also be going up on my Pango Books. So if you have been wanting to dive into this book or get your hands on this book, this will also be on my shop. I'm not really mad about it because these books were like dirt cheap. When I buy a lot of books like this all at once, it's because all of the books are usually around that $5 mark. So I'm not mad about it, and it can go to somebody else for a really good price. And then I have The Mother-in-Law by Sally Hepworth. I already own this book. I think this is the third time that I've bought this book for myself. So the first time I bought it for myself in hardback form, and then I found it at the Goodwill, and then I have now picked it up off of Pango Books. So I've had this book 3 times in my possession. So this book will also be going up on my Pango Book shop, and I will have 2 copies of this book on my Pango Book shop. I think they're both paperbacks, but that's okay. It says, a masterful deception of how much is said in the silences. Everyone in this family is hiding something. Love me a good family secret, you guys. So I can't wait to dive into this book, but this will also be up on my Pango Book shop. So if you guys would like to pick up any of these books, The Mother-in-Law, We Were Villains, Lore, and We Were Liars, these will be up on my shop, you guys. And yeah, those are all of the lovely books that I picked up a year ago. Yeah, a year ago. But it was really fun to get in here and unbox these books with you guys, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed coming along with me as I unwrapped all of these lovely books. It literally felt like Christmas Day, and I shall say that my book shopping itch has been scratched. It has been scratched, and I'm fully sated, and I'll be good for about a week's time. Just kidding. Or not. Or not. Yeah. Anyways, let's see how many books were in this haul. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 29 books, and that is not counting the books that I am taking out of this stack to put up on my used book shop. Quite a lot of books. Quite a lot of books. So I have my work cut out for me on scanning all of these lovely books into my app so I can catalog them and so they can be accounted for in my library the next time I go book shopping. But yeah, you guys, I'm going to end the video out here because, like I said, my husband should hopefully be on his way. Actually, he's home. He's home with In and Out. So I'm going to hop off of here, you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to join me here on The Garden Reading, where all things bookish grows, you guys. And yeah, stick around because I will be doing some lovely library scanning along to some music at the end of this video. So if you'd like to stick around, then stick around, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.